welcome to another episode of The Saviour Show. I'm your host, Wrestling Saviour, and this is going to be Chris Kanyon's death. Rest in peace, Chris Kanyon. It's been reported that Chris Kanyon has committed suicide, and it's just unfortunate to see another wrestler go, especially one like Chris Kanyon. And, I'm not one of those guys that come on here and likes to talk about wrestlers when they die and make death videos. It's just not my thing. But how can you not, when Chris Kanyon was so good in the ring at what he did, and he had the perfect gimmick too. I loved his gimmick. Who better than Kanyon? He would come out every week and just say, who better than Kanyon? And because of his confidence, he really put that character, the Chris Kanyon character, over, just by coming out and saying it every week and getting over with the crowd. It's just a shame because he was just another one of those wrestlers who were never used to their full potential, like WWE should have done, because he could have been a main eventer, he could have been a champion, but it just will be unfortunate that he never became WWE champion. He was used in the whole Invasion storyline, unified the United States title and the Tag Team Championships, but he was never used to his full potential, and that's one of the big news topics going on in the world of pro wrestling, and I'll never forget Chris Kanyon. So rest in peace, Chris Kanyon. I hope you're in a better place. Now, in the WWE, this is one thing that I've talked about before, the WWE needs to enforce their drug policy, because we've seen too many guys go because of their lifestyles. They choose to do drugs, they choose to take steroids, and that goes with the business, unfortunately. But, WWE needs to start cracking down on the drug policy, because it's just not healthy for your body to take all those drugs. But Chris Kanyon will definitely not be forgotten. So I want to talk about Chris Kanyon's death in this video. So now let's move on to more happier news, more exciting news. In ROH, Christopher Daniels has been released from TNA, and that is a big loss for TNA. How do you not know how to use a guy like Christopher Daniels? We should have seen Christopher Daniels versus AJ Styles for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, but all they're doing right now is making AJ be a cheap Ric Flair knockoff, when he should be being himself. And, I cannot stand this whole Hogan and Bischoff regime. They're just killing TNA. As we know it, they're killing TNA. And TNA will fall. And, it's unfortunate because this whole imaginary war is ridiculous. And WWE's just not treating it like a war. And to their right, they shouldn't. Why should they? When they already have a big fan base, when they have all the money, they're a well-known wrestling company. Everybody knows about the WWE. And, TNA just isn't at the WWE's level yet, and they need to step up their game. And most of the time, I turn TNA off because I cannot stand it. And that's why I've turned to ROH, the true alternative. And for those of you who don't follow Ring of Honor, who have never seen Ring of Honor, check out their product, please. I highly recommend it. They bring something different to the table that ROH or that WWE and TNA don't. So definitely check them out, and it's just ridiculous that TNA didn't use Christopher Daniels right. Christopher Daniels is a great wrestler, a great talent, and we should have seen Christopher Daniels versus AJ Styles for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That would have been amazing. It should have happened at Lockdown. They should have been building up a feud after Destination X between Christopher Daniels and AJ. Here's a scenario for you. You could have had Christopher Daniels say, you know what, AJ, you were my best friend But, you know, in wrestling, you know, there really aren't any friends in wrestling. You're in this business to make money and not to make friends, and Christopher Daniels could have done something like that and turned on AJ, his former friend, and said, you know, I want that TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and that's how they could have booked Christopher Daniels, but they failed miserably, unfortunately, but, you know, that's what we should have seen with Christopher Daniels, but, you know, this is great for ROH, because they could use a big name like Christopher Daniels to help them out. So like I said before, if you have, for those of you who have never seen ROH, definitely check them out. But, you know, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to talk about Chris Kanyon's death. I usually don't make death vids when wrestlers die. But, you know, I thought I would make this one with Chris Kanyon. So, you know, I hope he's in a better place now. But that's all I have for this one. So do a video response to this video if you want to. I'm Wrestling Savior. This has been The Savior Show, episode number 71. I'm out.